I'm still waiting for people to join. How are you guys? I hope you're fine. OBS is different now. You have pretty nice audio levels here. I have to lower the sound. Okay. And I hope it looks good. You have now red, yellow, and green. So it's not only green, or the whole bar, where you couldn't say what level it is. So it's better now. Hey Han, hey Peter, and hey Dave. So, yeah, I actually wanted to make a video about audio equipment, but I barely have time, so I decided to make a live stream about it. And I let you vote, guys, and most of you voted for yes, so there was only one down vote. I don't know why. Okay, I think the music is distracting for me. I don't know, I'm not sure. Let's see whether I can do it with... Yeah, okay. So, I think that's okay. It's not so loud. I prepared my OBS with several pictures to explain to you what is important. We start with the functional principle of microphones. So I think you all know that there are different types of microphones. Yeah, Dave, nice. This here is a dynamic microphone, and the condenser microphone looks a bit different. The condenser microphone... Unfortunately, you can't see my mouse button. No, that's bad. But you see that the sound waves come to the first plate. This is the diaphragm. Actually, I think you can also call it membrane. And on that diaphragm, there's a coil. And that coil is mounted to that diaphragm. And if sound comes on that diaphragm, it moves like that. Forth and back. It means that the coil also moves. And you see in the picture that there's a magnet. So the coil moves along that magnet. I won't show it like that. No. But the coil moves along that magnet, and that induces voltage. And that's the electrical audio signal then. So from that analog signal, there will be an electrical signal. Hey Grant, thank you for saying hi. You can lurk, but if you have a question you can ask, so I just try to explain everything. So this is a dynamic microphone. You have a membrane, also called diaphragm. The coil is mounted on that diaphragm, and when you speak to or on, it's more to the membrane, then the membrane moves and moves the coil over the magnet. That induces voltage, and that produces that electrical signal that you can that you get out of that microphone. So this is the dynamic one, and then we have the condenser mic. It's a bit different. You also have that diaphragm, and behind that diaphragm you have a second plate. So actually the diaphragm and the second plate build a condenser. And if the diaphragm here also moves, you change the capacity, and then you get that audio signal. The different voltages because of the capacity changes. But you see a battery here, you need a power source. So it's there are microphones out there which you can power which you can power with a battery, but most of the microphones are powered with, like that one here. Can't see it. That is powered with phantom power. It's called phantom power. It's 48 volt. It's always hey Sly, you're also lurking. I don't know why it's 48 volt. I forgot that, but if you read phantom power somewhere, actually all condenser mic need it. So that's what you need to know about phantom power. I have a mixer here, and you can turn it on or off. But if you have a condenser mic, you need to turn it on. So there's a button for that. So now it fills up, that's fine. Hello, everybody. I hope you heard what I said about dynamic microphones and condenser mics. So this is how it works. For me, it's important to understand how microphones work, because then you know, oh, okay, that's why I use a dynamic microphone now, and that's why I better use a condenser mic. Dynamic microphones, I think it was because of it's heavier. You have the membrane, and then there is that coil on it, so it needs a bit to react, and that's why it's a bit slower, and that's also why it doesn't take so much surrounding sounds. So, yeah. Do you have any questions due to the functional principle of microphones? I'm here to answer your questions. I'm dancing in between. Kristen, is that a question? Otherwise I would go further. So this is, you can also, wait, I have another picture. Oh, okay. So here are both beside each other. Then you see the differences between both. The first plate is always the diaphragm. Okay, you understood that. No, it's all about microphones now, Christian. Okay, I hope it's clear now. So the next one is the pickup patterns. It's called pickup pattern. What does it mean? This and this. So a pickup pattern shows you how the microphone detects audio. You have a microphone. I just take this. I have different microphones here, so I will show you some later. You have a microphone. For example, that one, that's a dynamic microphone. And that's not an omni-directional microphone, but it's a cardioid. But if it would be an omnidirectional one, the pickup pattern would be the whole space around the microphone. That's why I put that 3D picture in there, because then you can see what it means. When I first saw a pickup pattern like the right one, I was like, wait, is it flat? Is it only detecting the audio here? In that space? And no, it's not. It's the whole space around the microphone. When it's omnidirectional. There are different other patterns like that one. That's the most common one. So if you don't want to detect audio from here, like sounds of your fingers, or if you speak like that, you can also pick up sound from here. The people who are standing there, for example, you don't want to have that. So you want to have it more directional. I like the cardioid the most. You use the cardioid because it doesn't detect sound from this side. This is a cardioid microphone, but unfortunately, you can hear your finger. That's very common because, I don't know, they don't get it better. At work, we also have microphones where you can hear the finger, and it's not perfect, but okay. If you don't use it like that, like a friend of mine, she's always, when she interviews someone, when she holds that microphone like that, she's always like that, and I always have to tell her, please don't pat that microphone, please, no, it's too loud. And she, I don't know, she doesn't learn it. So, omni-directional and cardioid, I don't know, it's almost the same, but you don't have this one here, this space. So, the next one is, oh wait. Yeah. So you have cardioid, and then you have two more. It's called supercardioid and hypercardioid. They're almost the same, only the space here is a bit different. So as you can see, the supercardioid has this pattern, and now I put the hypercardioid one here. You can see that it's wider. The lower part here is wider, so it detects more of the surroundings here. If you have this pattern on that microphone, you can definitely hear the finger and the hand. So I need to read the chat to see whether you have questions. Price versus quality. Cheap ones are not bad. I mean, you can definitely hear the difference between a 3,000 euro microphone and a cheaper one like that. This is about 50 euros, but it's pretty good. I was surprised how good that is. And it's not really nice, but it's useful. You can use it. If you don't have a second microphone for the comparison, you don't hear it. I mean, I'm a professional actually, but if I only use one microphone, I can't say whether it's so bad or not. But if I take a really expensive microphone beside and listen to both, then you can hear the difference, yeah. But they're really, hey Sensen, but they're really cheap microphones that you can use for streaming or vlogging. I will also show you some microphones I have that weren't that expensive later. So, yeah. Hey Moyasa. Okay, one small room. About 4 meters apart, 2 loud players and 2 microphones, headsets. Which ones to buy? Will we be getting homework? No. Okay, wait. You have a room and you both sit 4 meters apart. I have actually, wait. My headset is the HyperX Cloud 2 and it has this microphone. Unfortunately, I can't use it. I don't know why, but I can't set the audio on my desktop. It's weird, so I can't use this one. But I like the headphones. It's surround sound, actually. There's a little sound card on it and you can press the button here and then you have 7.1. But I heard some people talking with that microphone. Actually, gaming headset microphones are really bad. So I would also always prefer having nice headphones and buying a separate microphone. I watched some videos about that stuff, And there's a solution. You only... It's called AntLion MidMic 5.0. You only buy a microphone. It looks like that. But you have a clip here. It's magnetic. You do it on your headphones. So you can buy really good headphones and buy that microphone. It's about 80 euros. I think it's pretty nice, and the MidMic 5.0 sounds better than the 4.0. And you make it here like that. So you can clip it actually to every headphone you have. And it sounds really good. Hardware Canucks did a video about that. You can watch that. I can link that actually in my description later. That sounded really good. And he also had that Sennheiser Game 1 headset. I tried it. It's really comfortable. I couldn't listen to it, unfortunately, in the shop. But it's not that bulky like these headphones. I don't like bulky headphones, actually. I like it smaller to the head and not pressing too much. Actually, like my biodynamic. These are plugged in to my interface at the moment, and they look like that. So they're actually better. Not so bulky. It's weird to hear me talking. So, okay, your room is 4 meters. You could try this microphone or that Sennheiser Game 1 headset. That microphone is also very good. I'm not sure. You could switch. I think it was the MidMic where you could switch between omni-directional and cardioid. And it was weird because the omni-directional sounded better than the cardioid one. I'm not sure whether it was the MidMic. But you can try it out, you can buy it, and if it's still bad, then you can send it back. So I would recommend these both. So... we still need to use Discord with other players. The problem is our microphones picking each other and viewers get echo on the stream. You can also use a dynamic microphone like that here, but unfortunately, you can hear it later. I have a mixer, so it's actually XLR. I don't know whether you know what XLR is. XLR. It's three what it's called, wires? No, I don't know. It's an audio cable. It's a common audio cable. But if you use this, you need a mixer or an interface, and that's more money. So if you don't have the money, you should try a USB microphone. There are different USB microphones. I will talk about them. And that's actually the cheapest version you can get. Buying a USB microphone. I would say I go through these patterns. I'm almost through it, and then we get to the microphones, and I can talk about the microphones then. So, we saw the Supercardioid and Hypercardioid on the right. They're almost the same. It just means that you pick up some of this here as well. And then you have a 3D model of that, so you see here what I mean. So, and the last one, the last pickup pattern that's well known is the figure of 8. That means I also have the Blue Yeti here, and the Blue Yeti has all the pickup patterns. We can try it out, you can hear the differences later. That means the figure of 8 means you have the microphone picks up the sound from this side and from this side. You actually never need that. You only need that when you want to do stereophony, It's called stereophony in German, I don't know. So if you want to have stereo sound, then it's called MS microphony. And there's also XY microphones, look like that. I will show you that later. That's also stereo. But you don't need stereo, so you don't need this one. You actually need that cardioid pattern. That's the best. You can also take this, yeah, the super cardioid was also very good. Okay, then we come to the next point. I just want to show you that because it's actually, I think you have seen that. Hey, Megabytes. Okay, Sensens. Sensen, I will come back to you later. I just want to explain this for short. So this is a frequency response curve. You see that when you want to buy a microphone, you can see that. So what does it mean? It's the scale is logarithmic. You can see the frequencies on the bottom from 20 Hertz to 20,000 Hertz. That's a really huge Bereich, huge frequency thing. This is actually the frequency response curve of my microphone, the Sennheiser MK4. You see a 0 on the left scale, and then you see that curve. That curve is under the 0 dB, until the 100 Hertz. That means that it's lowered. The bass is lowered a bit, so it's not that extreme. And then you can see at 2000 Hertz that it's a bit raised here. And it also raises at 5000 and 10,000 Hertz. So it means it's not a straight frequency, it's a bit... Hello, Bruno? It's a bit lowered and raised. You need to listen to it. So when I bought that microphone, oh, Bruno, that's not... Hello! You have to try it out with your voice. Because it could be that your voice sounds totally shit with that microphone. And actually it sounds a bit better when I go more to the microphone. You can hear more bass of my voice. But that's a different thing for small and large diaphragm microphones. I will say something about that in a second. But Bruno is around here. I don't want to have him here right now. Bruno, please. There's too much stuff laying around here. I know. Okay. So sometimes this curve is like that. So it's... Oh, thank you, Bruno. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Cats. I have a cat, so he needs attention. I need to save all my stuff here. He's walking around. Yes, and you... So sometimes that curve is more like that. It's not like that. It's more that there are more higher frequencies or more low frequencies. It's better to have it like this one here, but you have to listen to it. So maybe it's good if it's like that, but sometimes it's not. Hey Ginger, and hey iQs, Megabytes. So, and Celso's also here. So, Appy is also here. Hello. I have to read the chat. If you put 2 or 3 cheap microphones instead of an expensive one, it's better. No, it's not. Okay. Zoom, yeah, it was Zoom. I will show you. Okay. So this is a frequency response curve. It just tells you what frequencies are raised or lowered, and then you can tell, okay, it's maybe too high sounding or too much bass or something like that. But sometimes you can't tell it. You just have to listen to it. And I had headphones. The frequency response curve was very neutral. It was nice. But when I listened to it, it was too neutral. It didn't sound good, so you really have to try it out. Okay, that's that. Now we come to the small and large diaphragm mics. I just want to tell you something about that. So on the left side you can see Neumann microphones are really nice. I love them, but these are the ones that are really expensive. So I think the small ones cost around 3,000 in a double pack, but they're really good. So the small ones are small diaphragm microphones. And as you can see, the right one is the large diaphragm microphone. It only means that you have a small membrane or a bigger membrane. And I read an article earlier that day that these that the difference between both is that the small, I can't read and talk. Okay, Bruno's back again. That the small membrane microphones are more neutral and the large diaphragm microphones are warmer in the sound. That's why I go more to my microphone, because then it actually sounds a bit warmer. I'm a bit louder now, so I try to lower my voice. But it sounds better when I go to that microphone if my distance is like that. But when my distance is like that, it sounds less warm. For me at least, so... those look so fancy, Jahan, and they're really expensive, but they're really nice. The sound is awesome. So now I can't grab my mouse because Bruno's sitting there. So... yeah, you won't buy these. I just wanted to show them to you. Because the next part is about microphone examples. And you can see the right one, the large diaphragm microphones very often, like the AT2020. Here, it's actually also a large diaphragm microphone. What's Bruno doing there? I don't know. Wait. Cats. Rather have him here than on my table. I don't know. So, we have this one. I just show you. We have this one. This, my microphone. So the upper left is actually a shotgun microphone. You use it. I use it at my work. I'm working at a TV station. Oh, I didn't say what I'm doing. So I'm I'm working as a camera assistant at a TV station, a local TV station here, and this is actually my job, boom holder. So I have a little mixer around my neck, and I hold the microphone and try to catch the audio. And before that, I worked at a radio station. And I worked with all these fancy microphones that cost around 3,000 euros. So that's why I know how good sound can sound. Audio can sound, yeah. So the upper left, you can actually I wanted to try whether you can take this and put it maybe beside the webcam. pointed at you and take the audio from a more directional, so low, more directional. But behind me, there's a window and there's the street, so you actually pick up the sounds from the street. Then we have the AT2020 on the right side. I can't show you that, unfortunately. I don't have that. I tried to buy it used, but I bought the Blue Yeti instead because the Blue Yeti is really expensive and I don't think it's worth the money. We will hear it. I bought it for only 70 euros. It's actually 170, 180 euros new, and I bought it used, so way better. That's the one on the bottom left, and the bottom right. This is my microphone I have right here. This one. And that pop filter here is pretty nice because before I had that huge thing and no, it was just huge. So I used that. I like that microphone. So these, that AT2020 and the Blue Yeti are very common amongst streamers. And they're actually really cheap compared to my microphone. My microphone, the Sennheiser, is about 300, 400 euros. If I knew that there are cheaper microphones out there, I think I would have bought the AT2020. But I'm not sure how long it will last, so I can't tell you that, unfortunately. Yeah, Han. So... yeah. You can also see the different building types here. But actually, it should all be large diaphragm microphones. So what is... okay, that is... okay, I will show you now the different microphones. You are listening to the Sennheiser MK4 right now. And I will now show you the AKG D5. It's only 50 bucks, so... I bought a pop filter because I can show you. You will hear it. But I will turn off the music so that you can hear the differences. And I will switch to these headphones. Stop the music! Okay. Oh my god, too many cables. Wait, that here. So, these headphones are right in my interface, so I'm listening to my interface. I can show you, I actually have a noise gate. Oh, Bruno. I actually have a noise gate on OBS. I want you to go now. Come on. Psst. Yeah, I'm sorry. I have a noise gate on OBS. You can use it. Noise gate is you can detect your voice by volume, but you have to set it here in OBS. Where is it? It's filters. Then you can choose noise gate, and you have to set the threshold, the close threshold and the open threshold. I don't know the difference. I put the close threshold to -40 because my PC has a humming sound, and you can always hear it when I don't talk and the noise gate is off. That's a bit annoying, so I put that noise gate, but sometimes if I speak less loud, it doesn't detect my voice, so you can see my mouth movement, but you can't hear my voice sometimes. That's why the noise gate, that's because the noise gate is on. So, I had to I needed like half an hour to set it because I tried out different settings. So I put it off now. Now it's off. And you should hear that sound of my PC now a bit. I will turn off my microphone, my MK4 now, and turn on my D5. So, this is my dynamic microphone. It sounds a bit noisier for me. And you can also hear a humming. But it's more because of my mixer. The problem is I had to raise the gain a lot. Because it's a dynamic mic, you have to put more gain into it. I hope you all know what gain means. You need to put gain to every microphone. Wait, I have to... So here, you could hear it. If I do that. And I'm not that close, but you can hear my breathing. Now I put that on. I will make it off here. So now it's on. If I breathe now, it's not that bad. Okay, so actually that microphone is for having it in your hand. Oh my god, I'm sorry. It's a bit loud, I can lower it. But you can hear my hands. I'm not holding still. And if I move my fingers like that, you can hear it. But actually if you have it on your desk, it's okay, but you will hear this. I will put it back, and Bruno's back, of course. You can hear everything with that mic. So you hear that. I'm not that close now, so it gets less loud. So actually, I have to raise that gain again. Because I won't, if I play a game, I would sit like that. So I show you here. Now it stands here. My mouth is here. And you hear how it sounds. I can play like that now, blah, blah, blah. And if I press my buttons, you can hear it. If I do this, you can hear it. So that's actually the negative point of microphones that stand in front of you on your desk. You can hear all the sounds. It's so annoying. I started with that. So I had my fancy Sennheiser MK on a fat desktop stand. And you could hear all of that. It was so annoying. Now it's on that, you can see it now. Oh, here on that, you can see my messy desktop. On that arm, that's actually quite nice. But if I do that, you can also hear that. It's off now, so you can't hear it. So you see the difference or the distance between the microphone and my mouth is like that. And I actually have to higher the gain. But you can hear there's that humble noise. So this is better. Oh, what I have to say. Wait, the difference is at what volume your microphone will start picking or stop picking the sound. Yes, exactly. If you go closer to your dynamic microphone, it also sounds a bit warmer. I like that sound actually. But you can hear also your breathing and your something like that. It could be annoying. So I actually had a lot of that in my recording for my video, and I had to cut it out because it was too much. So this is the dynamic microphone, but it's quite good. You can use it. I like it, and I still use it, but it has its negative sides, like that, and you need a lot of gain. So actually, yeah, it's an XLR microphone, so you need something to plug it in. It's mostly an interface. Interfaces are really expensive. And Bruno wants to play with stuff on my desk. I don't like that. So, this is, yeah, cats. Cats are like children. This is the dynamic one. Sanson, I can show you. So you hear me like that. I will stand up now and you can hear how it sounds. I won't change anything, but I have to put my microphones off. So I'm standing here. I don't know whether you can hear me, but so for my level is lower now, of course, and it will pick up more sound from the room itself. And you have to, if you're getting less loud, of course. Hello, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, test. So I couldn't hear anything. I just saw my level. Yeah. 50%, yeah. Okay, so I hope it helped. Okay, any questions to that dynamic microphone? Do you want me to do any tests? I can show you, actually I can show you the pattern here. So, it's, I saw a video on YouTube. Oh my god. You have a large diaphragm microphone and he said you should talk straight into it. No, don't do that. You can see the diaphragm. If you see the diaphragm, like in these, in my microphone, the bottom right, you talk like that to the microphone. So you talk to the diaphragm because the diaphragm needs to move. That's why I tried to explain to you how microphones work. So you have to talk on that diaphragm so that the diaphragm moves. Okay, I'm talking. As you all know what a cardioid is, I'm talking straight into that microphone, and I will now move that microphone to the camera. You can unfortunately hear my fingers because it detects that finger sounds, and now you can hear that you don't hear that much when I talk from this side. Test, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. But when I talk like this, you can hear that it goes all the way. No, not all the way, but until here, that's okay. But the best is still if you talk straight into that microphone. That's why you use it for interviews. Okay. And I can also, you see, actually it's not really that huge. So it could also be more directional. If I talk like that, you can barely hear my voice. You should hear it better, but it's good. So unfortunately you can hear the fingers a lot if you move the microphone. Yeah, but it sounds good. So it's nice. If you don't grab it like that, but you do it like that, it's okay. You can't hear it so much then. Test. So now you heard the difference. I think I don't have, oh my god, I'm sorry. I think I don't have an omni-directional microphone. Okay, what next? I will show you the Blue Yeti now. Okay, I need to, yeah. I will turn that off here. Okay, you couldn't hear me because I muted it in OBS and not on that mute button here. It has a mute button. You can also plug in your headphones. Oh my god, it sounds totally different. I will show you the microphone. We also will have some grabbing sounds now. So, maybe I should... Okay, wait. I switch to my Sennheiser and show you the Blue Yeti first. I still hear me. Oh yeah, I'm at the wrong... Wait, that was the wrong one. I have to mute it. So, can you hear me? Test it. Yeah, okay. Now I can show you. So, the Blue Yeti, I have the black one. Oh, I have to show it like that. You can see it, okay. This is the Blue Yeti. It really looks nice. It's very heavy. The build quality is quite nice actually. But it's huge and heavy, and you have that huge thing. It's really, it's huge. It's almost as huge as my arm. You can turn it around. I can't. I'm sorry, I have to mute it here in OBS. You can turn it around like that, but the cable is here, so I won't do that right now. You have a mounting option here, so you can screw it in on something like that arm, but it's so heavy that you need a special arm for that, a special microphone holder. You have that USB port. I have to move my mic. You have that USB port here, and you have that headphone jack. You can plug it in here, and this is the mount. It's a screw mount for the holder. But you get this holder with the microphone here. On the front, you have that mute button that blinks right now. And you have a volume thing to set the volume of your headphones that are plugged in. And on the back side, you have a gain button, a gain here. You can set the gain here, and here are the pickup patterns. So we can try out the pickup patterns. Is it? No, Bruno, not now. You can't. It's not. No, you can't see it. You can switch between these pickup patterns. All the pickup patterns I mentioned earlier. We can try them out and we will see what the difference is. So I will turn it on now again. Test. Oh, I have to. Now my Sennheiser is off. Yeah, the meow test. Always. That cat needs attention. Okay, so if I move like that, you can hear my fingers, of course. Also, it's okay. But if you do this, you can hear that. It's always like that. If you have a microphone on your desk, you always hear sounds like that. Okay, so you have that volume. It's not interesting for you. We have that gain. I can raise that gain. No, it's lowering. Oh my god. I raise that gain. I do it until the last. Okay, now it's really loud. So I'm really far away. It's like 30 centimeters. You can hear the surrounding sound. You don't need to raise it like that. So I can lower the gain again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, test. So you can use it like that, but then you hear actually the whole room. That is not good. That microphone actually sounds really nice if you go very if you go to that microphone like that. But it sounds a bit noisy for me. It's not that good. You got the same one, Sensons, yeah. I don't think... That's what I mean. You hear the difference if you have different microphones and you try them out one after another. So when I tried it out the first time, I was like, oh wow, it doesn't sound that bad. It could also be my my headphones actually, because these are not that good without the sound card. Yeah, you can send it to me, Sensen. I actually bought that microphone to show you guys the differences and to show you how this microphone sounds, because so many people have that microphone. They buy that for streaming. And the other one is the Yeti 2020. And I wanted to see how good they are. So with these headphones, it's not that nice. I think they sounded better with these headphones. So we have the cardioid at the moment. I can switch to the omni-directional and can talk around that microphone. So this is... No, that's stereo. Oh yeah. Okay, I show you stereo now because now I'm at the side, on the right side. You should... Wait. Now I can hear that my microphones are the wrong way around. So now I can hear myself on that side. If I talk here, that's... Now we are talking... No, now I'm talking into the middle, but before I was talking into this circle. And now I'm talking to the left side. So for everyone who has headphones on, can hear the difference actually. So this is, if you have, you can actually also use it for interviews. One sits here and the other sits there. But then one is on the left side, one's on the other side. That could be weird. But you can hear it now. If I go around that microphone, you can hear that I'm now in the middle. I have to move it. Wait. I do it again. So now I'm on the left side and I move to the middle. Now I should be in the middle. And now I move to the right side and you should hear me on the right side. So that's actually pretty nice. And that's why I like that microphone, because you can switch between the patterns. So now we will try omnidirectional. I'm sorry for the bad sound. So now we have omnidirectional. You can hear more room actually. So this is maybe for group interviews, you can use that. But you can hear that there's not that much bass now. It's more the higher frequencies. If I go more to webcam, hello. You don't see me. Now, okay, so if I go closer to it, you can also hear my breathing. Okay, you shouldn't do that. But yeah, I can lower the gain. Wrong direction. Test, test, test. Okay, but if I breathe, you can hear it. And so I can go more away from that microphone, and if I talk now into any direction, it doesn't really change much. And if I talk straight into that microphone, yeah, it actually picks up everything in that room, so it really sounds roomy. I would say roomy. So I can show you the cardioid again. Yeah, you could also hear Bruno. I don't know where he is. So this is the cardioid one. I can test, 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 test. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Test, 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 test. I think it doesn't pick up behind. Test, 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 test. No, you can't hear me that good. So this one takes not the whole room, like the other one, and not from here. It takes only the front. Yeah, only from here. So test, 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 test. That sounds weird. So actually, you talk right into that. I can't see the diaphragm, so I don't know how it's placed in that microphone. But I would say you talk like that to that microphone because that's the loudest and that sounds the best. I need to move to that side. Yeah, that's the cardioid. Okay. No, it's electrical. Somehow, I'm not an electrician, I don't know how, but you can somehow, there may be passes, I don't know, filters that allow you to have these different kinds of patterns. So what is left? The 8 is left. The other one was stereo, that's why you could hear something in the middle. It is already doing the stereo inside. So actually you have a left and right signal if you have an 8 pattern, and you have to mix both signals in the post. So you have MS or XY. There are different stereo types you can use. But that what you could hear is already the right stereo sound. That was already the right stereo sound. Now we have the figure of 8. And that's actually... Test, test, test. Okay, now it's not like that it's left and right. It's front and back. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. So this is the back. And this is the front. This is the side. The left side. Oh my god, I'm sorry. And this is the right side, so you can hear it's in the front and in the back. And what you can hear, I don't know why, but the back sounds very good. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's more bass on the back. I don't know why, but this sounds pretty nice. But this one, there's barely bass. You can't hear it. So the back sounds really nice, but the front, I don't know. For me, the back sounds pretty nice. But nah, there's some high frequencies missing. I don't know. I'm not sure. So, what question? Oh yeah, I can't answer that, unfortunately. I don't know how one microphone can have all the patterns, but I think it was an electrical thing. So you could, the condensators or something like that, condensers, or some other, I don't know. So, okay, these are the ones you could use for streaming, for vlogging. There are different options. Oh god. I will switch back to my Sennheiser microphone now. Okay, how did I have to think. I mute that. Or any questions to the Yeti? I don't think so. Any more questions to the Yeti? So it looks nice. It's huge. It's actually, the height is okay because I'm not that huge, so it's okay. It's on my mouth height, and yeah. But it stands in front of you, and maybe it's not good if you have it standing in front of you, you can't see your keyboard, so you have always look around that microphone somehow. I will switch back to cardioid. So now, yeah, I'm actually curious how it sounds. I need to rewatch my stream. I actually have two crossing each other and at different heights in the shell, so that like an older, the direction of the incoming sound can be determined. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. The Astros, I put them on once, but they're so heavy. I don't know, these things that are here on the on the Astros, there are these things here. For me, it was really heavy. I don't know how they sound. So I will switch back to my Sennheiser now. Wait, I have to mute me. Now, okay, yeah. Okay. Plug in my phones again. So then we can put that away. I only have some more microphones. Rode makes pretty good microphones actually. There's this tiny microphone here. Unfortunately, I can't show you that because I tried it out. It needs a lot of gain. I don't get that, so you can't hear it when I plug it in and talk to you. But I tried it out at my phone. It was okay. It still needs a lot of gain. It's a cheap microphone. It's the Rode Video Micro. Yeah, Rode Video Micro. It's actually made for little cameras like the Sony A5100 or for smartphones. For smartphones, you need an adapter because that's another thing. If you want to vlog, for example, and you use your smartphone for that, and you want to have better sound, you can use this one. But first thing, you need this tiny thing, what is huge on that little microphone, because it's so sensitive. Every little wind is like so you really need that. That's unfortunate because I actually bought it because I wanted to use it like that, but you can't. You hear everything. If you move with your phone and that microphone is on your smartphone, you hear every movement. So you have to use it like that. Like that. And this cable, I will show you the cable. This cable is a normal jack on both ends, but you need this one for your phone with 3 black rings. This is what smartphones take. So you need that adapter, and that adapter is about 20 euros. Only that adapter from Rode. That's really expensive. But if you want to use that on your phone, you need that, unfortunately. There's also another adapter for the other way around, because I have a lav mic. That's a tiny mic that you put on here. And then you can plug that also into your, it's actually the Smart Lav Plus, so this is made for smartphones. You can plug that, put that here and plug that into your smartphone, and then you can click on record and you have that sound from this tiny microphone. This is omni-directional. I think it's okay. It's not that good, but you can use it. It's pretty nice for that price. It's also around 50-60 euros, I think. But if you want to use it with something like that, it's a small recorder from Zoom, you need that other adapter that makes this one to this one. So my lamp is going out of battery. So why do you have so many microphones? Because it's my job. I'm working also as freelancer, and I try to get more jobs, and I wanted to have my own equipment. That's why I bought all this stuff. And I actually wanted to do more. Okay, I need to change my battery. I actually wanted to do more on YouTube with a friend of mine. But she has kids. It's not that easy with kids. I will quickly change my battery here. So, light. Okay, so this is pretty nice, but it needs a lot of gain. If you want to vlog, you can buy that one, or you buy that one, lavalier mic. But you need probably the adapters. You can use that lavalier mic and plug it into this tiny thing here. That's why I bought this one, to use the lavalier mic with that one, because the first thing I bought was this. That's an audio recorder with two microphones. It's actually a module. So this is the audio recorder, and it has this thing here, and you can plug in these microphones. And it has XLR inputs with jack inputs combined. So you have only two inputs. You can make the gain here, set the gain here, and do some other stuff. So it's pretty nice. And you can also use these microphones, but then it's stereo. So this is called XY. If the microphones are like that, it's called XY. And MS is actually, what is it? Middle and stereo signal. That's why you use that 8 pattern. I never use them because I don't need that, but it's actually pretty nice to have here. This is also XY. But here you can hear, if you want to use that, it's bad on these, on this one, because you can hear everything. It's plastic material, so you can hear every finger moving on that thing. So, but it's good if you want to use this lavalier microphone, because you can plug it in. You can put that into your trousers somewhere and record it. Yeah, and I have another microphone I can show you, because these two need a lot of gain, this one and this one. Unfortunately, I can't show you that. You can't hear anything, but you can hear this one. This is the Rode Video Micro, very popular. And it's actually quite good. I will have to set it here. I need to change my headphones again. Could you already? Oh yeah, wait. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to... Actually, I should have muted it. So, this is the Rode Video Micro now, and it sounds pretty nice. But now I'm very close to it. So here's the microphone, and I don't know, it's a hand away. This is actually used on cameras, like SLR, DSLR cameras, and you can also hear a finger on that. But you can set it here. You need a battery. You need a battery for that. It's actually green now. It's my background because I have a green screen. The battery is here, 9-volt battery. And you have a high pass. You can put a high pass on it. Then it's not that bassy. I don't know how to say that. Less bass. I always say bass because it's bass in German. So bass, less bass. And you have a gain here. You can put plus 20 dBs. That's a lot. That's good because you can use it. Actually, yeah, when you're in a loud surrounding, because then that sound pressure level is low. You put that to the highest gain here, and that sound pressure level is very low, so you have less noise. And that's what you want. You want to have less noise. Every time you set the gain, you raise the gain on a microphone, you also raise the noise. That's why the sound pressure level is so important. That's the distance between the actual audio signal and the noise. You always have some noise. I think because of the electrical components. But it's better. Now you can hear the cars behind me. It's better than having a smaller distance between the audio signal and the noise. Because if you imagine how that works, I think you can imagine that without painting, but I will paint it for you. If I get that. Okay, now I have it. So I need a... yeah, here. I will paint something for you. I can't paint actually, but this is easy. So you can hear me breathing. Okay, I hope you can see it. It's orange. Oh my god, it's too bright. Okay, wait. Too many cables here for all the stuff. Okay, if it's too bright, how can you see it? Okay. So, oh my god. No, it's not sharp. So actually... oh, I'm sorry. I tried to make a shadow on that and hold it somehow. This is your noise level here. Wait. This is your noise level, this one. And this is the audio level. Same here. Noise, audio. And if you raise that audio signal, you raise both. That means it's always better to have more distance between both than this one here, the first one. I hope you understand what I mean. Oh my god, but yeah, okay. Yeah, so that microphone is nice, but you can hear it. Yeah. That sounds nice. So that's nice to use when you want to vlog, actually. So this is all I have. So if you have any questions, you can ask now. I will switch to my Sennheiser again and put that noise filter on. So this is the Rode Video Micro. It's pretty nice to use it when you vlog. You can use it on your DSLR or your smaller camera or on your smartphone as well. But if you want to have a smaller setting, you can use this one here, but it's very low. It's not that Good. So I will switch back. Where's my filter? Okay. Now the filter's in. I put that away here. Any questions, guys? I hope you understood what I was talking about all the time. And I could explain it to you in an easy way. Crystal clear. No, I don't record live music instruments. I have I'm recording the audio for interviews, for example. Or if we are at concerts, I get a signal from the mixer, from the band, and record that. There's not much to do there. I record audio when you have more than one person. They get these tiny lavalier microphones. It's not easy. I had 3 microphones last time, and every microphone sounds different. And if they're too close to each other, the person talks into that microphone of the other one, and you have to set it the whole time, and it's not easy. And yeah, when I worked at the radio station, I did the live show. I was sitting at that mixer, that huge mixer, and was doing all the stuff. Yeah. So, oh yeah, I actually wanted to show you the internet side. From Rode. Oh, I didn't. Okay, wait. Because they have a lot of, I'm not advertising Rode, but they have a lot of stuff, and it's affordable. And you can use it. It's not that bad. I don't have any Audio-Technica things, but that AT2020 actually sounds quite good. The Blue Yeti is okay. It's okay to use. I'm not a fan of it, but you can use it. And yeah, Epi, for example, has the Rode Podcaster, but I think it was not that cheap. So if you want to have a microphone like that, you have to invest some money beside the AT2020. So this is this one. Let's see whether it works here. No, you see. Oh yeah, because it's the wrong. Wait, I have to set some things here. Now it should work. Okay, now you can see it. I have to. Okay. So, these are the Rode mics. I saw Barnacules bought this one, and it sounded really good. The studio kit. It was pretty nice. My first microphone I bought was the NT1A, but when I got it, it fell apart. I was plugging in the XLR, and when I tried to get it out again, I had the whole microphone in my hand, so the inside. I was like, what is that? So I sent it back and looked for Sennheiser. But some people are very are very comfortable with that. So Hypercardioid. And where's the podcast? Happy is always talking about the podcast. Here are actually these things you can. This one is like the ones you have it here then, but you sometimes hear that breathing again. So it's actually like that lavalier mic, but sometimes they're pretty nice, but the best are really expensive again. But this could be an option as well, but I would say if Senson's World is still here, you should try the MidMic 5.0 from AntLion. I haven't tried it out myself because if I buy all these little stuff, it's a lot of money. Then I actually wanted to buy something else. So here's the podcaster. Okay, what megabytes, what links do you want to have from all the microphones I mentioned? I can do that. So this is the podcaster. Oh yeah, here you can see it's a dynamic microphone and has the cardioid pickup pattern. Why is it in German? I actually put it to English. Yeah, oops. Dynamic. Now here you can see it's from 40 Hertz to 14. The other one was from 20 to 20. So you have a bigger room, more frequencies, but that doesn't mean that this sounds less good. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Epi sounds good if he talks to me. But I think it's not that cheap. Oh, here's yeah. This is the one I have for my microphone, the PSA1 from Rode. But it's again about 70 euros. It's not that cheap. I don't think it's worth 70 euros, but well, the cheaper ones, I don't know how long they will last, and my Sennheiser isn't that lightweight, so I rather bought this. Yeah. So this is that one. Podcaster. Is Epi still around? No? Epi only goes for this premium stuff, yeah. Like me. Software. Okay, I show you the mic. Wait. I was talking about. It is. Yep. That's the MidMic. Here. That's a really cheap solution. So if you don't have any money, you should try it out, because Hardware Canucks made a video about that and it sounded pretty nice. So if you have nice headphones and you just need a microphone and you want to have something like a gaming headset, I would go for that. I would try that out. So this tiny thing here, you put it on your microphone, your headphones, and you can clip it. So you can take it off or put it on. And the only downside is that you have two cables. Then you have your headphones cables, and you have the cables from that microphone. So I don't know if it annoys you, but I think they put a cord into that package so that you can make that cord around both cables, and it's not like having two cables hanging here and spinning around. And there's also an adapter if you need USB. I don't know how good that adapter is. So there are different adapters on Amazon. You can plug in your microphone then and your headphone, and then you can use it on an USB drive if you don't have a sound card. Actually, every motherboard has a sound card, but sometimes it's too far away, the cable is too short, or you just want to have that USB thing. So I would try that out. I don't know how it sounds, so you need to try it out. Wait, I chat. So, any more questions? Oh yeah, the software. I got a software with my interface. My interface is from PreSonus. The interface is called PreSonus Audiobox 22 VSL. There are less expensive interfaces out there, like the Scarlett one from Focusrite. And you often get a software with it. But also the Focusrite is not that cheap, so if you don't want to have an interface, I would try out Audacity. I haven't tried it out yet, so I can't tell you how good it is. Some people also use Wavelab. We can turn on music again. Oh, I don't hear it. I have to change my headphone. Now I hear it. Okay. Software Wavelab. Yeah. Some people also use Wavelab. At work we had Pro Tools, but that's more a pro software. There's a lot of things you can do. It's not that easy to use. I only used Adobe Premiere Pro and got my audio there, and I put some music under it, so yeah. I'm not doing compositions or something like that, so yeah. Yeah, if that's all, I would say I will end my stream here, and I hope you understood everything and it's more clearly for you. And if you still have any questions, you can put them down in the comments. I will look for all the links to my stuff here and put them also into my description, and then you can have a look at that. So what is that? Where's my actual sound? I don't see it. Here. I would take this. This sounds better. So, thanks to everyone who joined that live stream. And I hope some people will watch it later after the live stream. And yeah, you can ask me any questions. You can join my Discord and ask me there. And there's always stuff I don't know. I can have a look at it and tell you, okay, sounds good, you should buy it, or you shouldn't. And there's always cheap stuff you can use, and you don't need that super expensive stuff. there are also some cheaper solutions. So yeah, it was a very nice learning experience. Thanks you. Yeah, you're welcome, Megabytes. So I need my end screen. I think it's dead. Okay, I say bye-bye and see you next time.